Hello there, it is Pete over at the Sampleist, and today we are checking out frames from Void and Vista. Void and Vista have a habit of devising beautiful yet slightly unusual instruments which ultimately create an exciting and unique end result. Frames is no exception and focuses on prepared and found sounds to create sonorous and experimental timbres. As a composing toolkit, Frames features a powerful Kontakt engine with all kinds of pads, keys, motions, drones and so much more. As a bonus, we also have the individual sound sources presented as instruments too, so we have strong starting points for our own sound design. Frames downloads at around 16GB with over 300 snapshots. It runs in the free Kontakt player and is also NKS compatible. It's currently on intro sale of £129 with 20% off. So if my maths is correct, it is around £104 at the moment. In this video, we're going to check out the sounds of frames, and then I've put it into the composing challenge. I gave myself an hour for this composition. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank Void and Vista for sending over a copy of frames so we could make this video. While we do get the instruments for free, it doesn't in any way cloud our thoughts, ideas or judgments. We are working composers, just giving you our insights. So without further ado, let's jump into frames. Here we have Void and Vista's frames loaded up in the free Native Instruments Kontakt Player 8. As you can see, the GUI is rather large. There's lots of different controls, dials to turn, sliders to slide. We can see it is a dual layer instrument as well. I'm going to urge you to check out the Void and Vista walkthrough videos because they are incredibly detailed and they'll tell you exactly what everything does and how to create and craft your own sounds. As we don't have a huge amount of time, we're going to check out the snapshots. There's around 300 snapshots in this instrument. If I drop down the menu, we can see we've got highlights, which is where we're going to start, and then designed, we do have pads, motions, drones, textures, keys, bass, sound effects, and leads. If I click on any of these subfolders, so pads for example, you can see there's 46 different presets. Foundations are the sound sources, the sampled instruments, objects affected, and textures. All of these are presented as instruments as well. So we're going to start off with the first sound that I heard, which was step into frame, and it sounds like this. We can hear the different layers going on, lots of movement. Eagle-eye viewers will notice I did not move the mod wheel. So when I do, the engine springs into life. So I'm going to play just one-handed to start off with, and then I'm going to leave it in full position so we can hear the contrast. Absolutely beautiful. Now the mod wheel is incredibly important because on every single snapshot it just brings all these patches to life. There's lots of movement, different layers coming around. It's very, very complex. So we're going to be using the mod wheel from everything I play now. Now I was going to start off with some highlights. These are all found within the subfolders as well. So if I go into a dense world, for example, everything loads nice and quickly. Beautiful. And remember, the emphasis is on experimental in this library. So we've got Sadsak. Beautiful. Let's go for Goes Forth. Again, beautiful. And let's go for Nightmare Piano. It is the stuff of nightmares. Sounds amazing. Now, finally, Heavy Hearted. This is the patch that really got my attention. It sounds so beautiful. It's just stunning, it really is. So let's jump into the design so we get an idea. So I'm just going to throw in a pad. So we've got Echoing Ruins. Beautiful. And Helios. Lovely. And we'll do one more from here. Let's do Opera. Beautiful. And then designed, we've got some motions. Here's divide us all. Moving glass. So you can really hear the experimental sound. We've got distant machines, which is a drone. I'll do the passage. Yeah, it's got a great wobble, that one. And let's have a quick look at a texture. So I'm just going to play one texture so you get an idea. So quiet of flies. Very cool. Actually, I'll do one more. A string like no other. Lovely. Let's go for some keys. Chimed, I'm sure. Ambertines. Beautiful stuff. Let's do one more. Synth Bliss. Then we've got some basses. Amazing. And sound effects, creeping roar. Just going to hold down A key for this one. I felt the need to add the octaves. Night at the Mausoleum. Lovely. And then we've got some leads. Let's do Murky Memory. Beautiful. And we'll do one more impacted pluck. Lovely. And then we've got the foundations. So the instruments, these are absolutely wonderful. We've got the Rain piano to start off with. Which I'll contrast with the string piano. Yeah, it's beautiful. I got carried away there a little bit. Absolutely amazing. And then ricochets. So these are great for sound design and your starting points, but I think they're just great as instruments as well. This is foiled. It's one of the objects. Pen vibes. I love the motion on that one. Then we've got some affected. Let's do crumble. Some great filter activity there. And let's just do textures. Macaroni. I like to think some pasta has been sampled. Cage. And the last one, table. just going up the octaves there. And that is frames. There is so much more going on with this instrument. This is just a small peek into all of the different snapshots that the instrument contains. Now, I have created a composition and I gave myself an hour to do some underscore. Everything you hear is from frames aside from the percussion, and I did add a boom, I believe, as well. And probably a riser. I can't remember. But I really enjoyed creating it. I actually made this last night, so we're talking less than 24 hours ago. So why I can't remember, I don't know. It's really fun to work with. And I just created something surrounding 3 chords to keep it really simple, as I tend to do for these demos. And yeah, the sounds absolutely wonderful. So check out the demo, and then we're going to finish with my closing thoughts. After that rather modern underscore, we are onto the closing thoughts section of the video, and we're talking about frames from Void and Vista. Now, I absolutely love scoring big soundscapes and textures and creating different types of moods, and Frames does that incredibly well. All of these samples are completely unique, and there's prepared samples, there's found sounds, and I love having the original samples or the objects as well as separate instruments, so you can do your own sound design, and it gives the library another dimension. However, the presets are fantastic, and you can spend hours and hours and hours playing through them all and just working with them and creating compositions. So in my demo, I use all presets apart from one patch that I created, which was a keys based patch. It's just really, really fun. The engine is great, lots of control to sculpt your own sound, and it brings something different to your compositions. There have been several moments when I spent my hours preparation time for this video working with Frames, and I realized certain patches you could score an entire scene just using some chords and the mod wheel. The movement, the different layers, it all just comes together absolutely beautifully, and I think that is a massive strength of Frames. And then of course you've got the sheer variety of sounds. You've got basses, pads, drones, keys, etc. There's so much going on in this library. So for me, for modern scoring, it's a wonderful addition to your composing palette. It's going to bring new sounds, new timbres, new ideas, and that's really what composing is all about. So it is a massive recommendation from me. I love the Void and Vista libraries. Do check out our other videos on those on this channel as well, but they are really a developer to watch. They're just coming out with so many cool libraries. All that leaves me to say is thank you so much to Void and Vista for sending over a copy of frames so we could make this video. If you like what you heard, feel free to leave a like on the video, and of course drop us a comment. What do you think about these sounds? Have you already picked it up? It's been out for about 6 days at the time of publishing this video, so maybe you've been using it and you can tell us about your experience. If you've not done so already, please check out our other videos on YouTube, and of course hit that subscribe button. We love seeing the channel grow. We have over 500 videos now, something for everyone, so the best way you can show your support is to hit the subscribe. We don't have any kind of affiliate links or anything going on, advertising deals. We're just an independent small channel, really enjoying what we do. So until next time, have a great day, keep making that beautiful music, and I'm sure our paths will cross again soon.